folks, welcome back to the Summit Europe. We're getting close to the end of the European division. We've already found out one of our American teams, our lone. Beyond that, we do have one European team and one American team to add to the tournament. Once that's all said and done, we head into the LAN finals. They will begin on June 5th through 8th, so I know everyone's excited for TI4, but don't forget about the Summit. It should be a lot of fun. In the meantime, we do have our only match for Europe of the day, RoX.KiS versus Power Rangers, best of 3. It's in the lower bracket. The loser will go home. And with that being said, game one's underway, so let's go ahead and hop on into the draft. Of course, I'm LD Beyond the Summit. I am joined here today by Pimp Muckle once again.
Radiant team.
Pimp, you with me? He might not be with me yet. Let's see. Do I have audio? Okay. So I guess he's not here yet, Brian. But K-Pop's with me in the meantime. It's Power Rangers versus RoX.KiS, and well, what are we gonna see out of these teams? First overall pick, Marana. So there was a new patch, but as far as I know, there was only spectator improvements, no actual balance changes. Is that right, K-Pop? K-Pop's giving me the thumbs up. So we have not missed any new actual game changes. Well, like the Roche timer, but spectator improvements.
10 seconds
with that being said, it's first overall pick Marana for RoX.KiS to start this draft off.
5 seconds
on the Dire side, we have Power Rangers going with the Rubik Luna. So
Reserve
pretty
time.
balanced opening. Yeah, it looks like Pimp Muckle's having some audio issues, so we'll get him back on the call in just a few moments, and then we'll have two people for the
Radiant
cats. Two always
team
better, almost always better than one anyway. But yeah, RoX.KiS go back into the Shadow Demon here. So Power Rangers could have gone for the Shadow Demon Luna. I'm actually a little surprised they didn't. Generally, I'm sure there's heroes like Bane who set up Arrow nicely, but Shadow Demon fits better with Luna in most cases. So I guess Power Rangers wanting a slightly higher impact mid-game, late-game support, something that can make more plays for them. And for anyone who's wondering, RoX.KiS chose Pick, and Power Rangers actually chose Radiant side. So this is a team that yesterday, I believe, chose second pick, and today chooses to have Radiant side over Dire. So Power Rangers drafting have been just choosing sides slightly differently from most other teams. Most teams either want first pick or Dire side. Not often do you see a team that wants second pick or Radiant side, but
Radiant team
they're special snowflake. In terms of the bans here, we have a Puck and a Visage removed by RoX.KiS. As for Power Rangers, banning out the Prophet, and well, RoX.KiS, they've got a Marana Shadow Demon, but this could be anything. It could be a dual roaming support duo. It could potentially be a farming Marana aggressive tri-lane. You could run the Marana mid. Lots of options. I would guess they'll try and pair the Shadow Demon and Marana, so maybe we see a dual lane out of them. Maybe they go full aggressive tri. Though going aggressive trying into Luna and ranged heroes is a bit tricky. RoX.KiS banned Visage, so they ban a hero that synergizes pretty well with Luna for pushing, but also a hero that can just flat out win you a tri-lane. So this may imply that they want to go aggressive. They want to take the fight to Power Rangers and don't want to be outmanned in that lane.
Nope. Sorry, that was my fail.
No problem.
Don't hate on Roland. It was all my fault.
Oh, Roland's sleeping, so I don't think we can blame him for this one, Pimp.
No, I see chat, dude. Oh man, poor Roland. Getting flamed. All right. Flames on me, fire pimp, hashtag, let's do this. I'm coming back in the game right now, so.
Okay. Well, RoX.KiS, working on their final, they just made their final ban, and now Power Rangers will have the next pick coming out of the second stage, so they have their support Rubik, they have their farming Luna, they will need a solo mid, and they'll need another support and an offlaner. So, in terms of offlaners, I think Centaur did get picked. There's a Darkseer still out there. If they want to run it, there's Mag's. No, why am I talking about Mag? I'm crazy. Yeah, there's no Empire here. Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger gets the pick for Power Rangers. So maybe it's just in the name, man. The Power Rangers like their Wind Ranger. She's not in the TV show.
Yeah, but you know, she's good, I guess. We didn't see too much of her work in Wind Ranger so far, but apparently teams, they really like her. Maybe aggro try or something, but not with a Luna. I don't think so. So is this going to be a support or offlane, or I guess offlane, right?
They ran the Wind Ranger as a last time it was just as I think it was aggressive trying to start, and then they left her alone and started
Dire
roaming
team pick.
in the games that I was casting yesterday. So, I mean, you can do anything with it. It can be either solo mid. In fact, it's looking more either like a support or solo mid, as they will pick up the Darkseer here. But yeah, you definitely have your options with how you want to lane it. That's the nice thing about Wind Ranger. The downside, well, yesterday for Power Rangers was that Wind Ranger got a lot of farm, but just couldn't offer that much late game punching power. But this time around, they've got Luna and Darkseer, so
10
she can
seconds
fit into her
remaining.
most comfortable niche, which is that utility role.
5
Yeah, get
seconds
your 4-star,
remaining.
maybe get an Orchid and then just go from there. I agree, but at the same time, I like the Darkseer pick. Offlane Wind Ranger wouldn't have worked, not against the Shadow Demon Lasher combination. She would have just died. There's nothing you can do as a Wind Ranger. I mean, Wind Run is nice, but if you get stunned up, well, you're dead anyway. So yeah, I like this pickup of the Darkseer. So much team fight, right? Just need a few levels, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, it's not the best matchup for her to be solo offlane, that's for sure. But they could have maybe I mean they still could in theory go for some dual lanes here, I want to say, like a Darkseer +1, though I'm not sure what they're going to do. Darkseer also food in the offlane for this trio if RoX go defensive. So
10
if they run the Shadow
seconds
Demon Lesh Mirana, you just disrupt the Darkseer when he surges. He gets stunned by Split
5
Earth, he gets
seconds
arrowed, he's dead
remaining.
too. So that combo kills almost anyone in the offlane. Here's
Oh, yeah,
the
sure.
storm for RoX.KiS.
Radiant team battle.
Feels very Fnatic-ish. Has a Storm Spirit there. I mean, I like this. I mean, Storm Spirit is so nice. If you get some sort of early farm up, you have your power treads and maybe some sort of mana items, and then you're kind of good to go. What do you reckon though, LD? Is this gonna be like an Orchid rush here against the Luna to just sit on the Luna and kill her over and over before she can get a BKB, or do you want to see more like a safe route? Maybe even a Bloodstone here? Oh, I'm not sure about the Bloodstone.
I don't think Bloodstone's a safer route though. It's like, to me, the Bloodstone build is the greedier build and the riskier
Really?
build. Like, it's got higher potential payoff, but also more
Okay.
risk to not do anything, because if they get like an early BKB on Luna, Darkseer gets tanky enough with a mech, maybe the makings of a pipe, or even builds towards a BKB of his own, and they don't kill him. Oh, they're in trouble.
Dire team pick.
But I'm expecting Orchid build. That is, Fnatic's like the only team that's doing Bloodstone build on Storm right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So I'd be a little surprised if anyone else does.
All right, and a silencer. So this is something we saw yesterday, if I'm not completely mistaken. A silencer carry didn't work out in the end in the Summit US from Snar. Was a really well played silencer though, and it has potential. So I actually am. I'm not really surprised. I think the hero is really strong right now as a 1 position or like a 2 position mid carry, just farm your heart out. But at the same time, this means Wind Ranger support, and I didn't see too much of Wind Ranger support at all, and especially not against a Storm Spirit, because you don't have the lockdown. You rely on your global silence.
It could also just be a Wind Ranger mid and a support silencer. That's the other possibility.
I guess.
Yeah, FNG is playing it, so.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna see Scandal Wind Ranger. Here we go.
Why not? I like it. It's gonna be sweet, man.
Hmm.
But solo Pugna.
RoX
Oh.
go for the solo Pugna. Now, generally, when you see teams run Pugna, they run them safe lane, and the reason is because then you can push with the double pull. You can with the double wave. You can stack the or you can do a single pull. You get the double wave, and you push with the catapult around the 3-minute mark. So. Running Pugna mid doesn't really allow you to get as much momentum on the tower, but, well, you could still be the fast mech builder, can still chip away at the tier 1 mid, so we'll see how it works out, but I'm always a little dubious of solo mid Pugna. I think he's just much better in the safe lane role.
Yeah, I actually agree. Getting up the mech is so huge for the whole team benefit. And it just needs, I mean, there needs to be a mech up against an Eclipse, against a Global Silence, against everything there is from PR. If you have a mech, you can just sustain yourself. It's so nice. And, well, look at those guys just heading down bottom lane. They want to ward, and that's a very good idea, considering it looks like an aggro try here. And, boy, do they have killing power. They can just bring down anyone, and
Yeah,
I like this decision.
A
actually.
very scary tri lane, and they'll tango through the trees, hunting for a pickoff. Yol's going to drop down an Observer Ward, and no, he's just going to walk through. Well,
Wow.
he'll clear things out, but doesn't find the opening. That's how
High
confident
fiving.
they are in their level 1. Is like, we can just walk through the trees. Even if there's 3-4 heroes here, we'll still kill them. All right. Well, with that being said, Pimp, let's introduce the teams. We've got RoX.KiS on the dire side, PR, the Radiant. You are watching the Summit Europe powered by Twitch, and of course the winner of this best of 3, well, they're still in the tournament. The loser goes home. The winner still has a long way to go, though. Fnatic and Dog sitting in the winner bracket finals, and we'll have an extra shot to move into the grand finals. But away we go. On the dire side, we've got Team RoX.KiS. BZZ is perfect, a.k.a. 633. playing the Storm solo, going solo mid Pugna. We have Goblak playing the support Leshrac, Yol on the support Shadow Demon, and that does leave Sadoy as the offlane tri-lane Marana.
On the top lane, we have got the Moon, who's going to be farming up his Luna. She's kind of looking fancy, and this is a very smart play here by PR. They knew there was an aggro track coming out, so they just rotate everyone down. Supported up by FNG on the support Silencer, and of course J4 on his Rubik. Mid lane, though, this is where the action's already happening. Look at this. That's a nice stun. Scandal taking a lot of damage. Can they bring him down? Oh man, this is so big. Yo,
he took level 1 power shot. Had he just saved a skill point, he would have lived.
Yeah,
he didn't expect the early rotation. They even had an observer ward here. Like, they saw a lot of that support movement. Well, with that being said, Yo will walk up the cliff. He can be lifted, tossed back down into 2, and with the last word damage, it's enough. They get the counter kill, but... And to be honest, I guess losing your Wind Ranger that early mid, not the biggest deal, because, well, she respawns instantly, but at the same time, solo up to 300 gold, and Scandal nowhere near that bottle. He went no talisman. He's already chewed through his tangos, and only has a single salve left with which to farm the bottle. Yeah, just should have held that. I guess in retrospect, should have held that skill point for Windrun. I mean, it's hindsight's 2020, but he has an observer ward here. Like, he sees they're going aggressive tri lane. He should have played that safer.
Yeah, it was more like I'm super sure they're gonna run aggro try, and then I'm just fine to power shot away. But yeah, it just didn't work out. And speaking of bottom lane, Cheshire Cat is going to be handling the Ducks here, the one I actually forgot here. And he's going to be alright against this lane. It's not going to be easy at all because Sadoy's Mirana can just harass out so much. And now, once again, disruption top lane. Oh, BZ getting lifted though. This could bait them in the rear here. Do they have the turnaround damage? Yes, they do. So many range, so many damage. Those auto attacks, but it's going to be FNG falling here. And BZZ, he's still alive. Oh.
Well, he forced out the south. Then they get the kill. That being said, the supports have also fallen, but Moon going ham. He'll have another Lucent Beam in about 10 mana. I don't think it's enough. He needs another support to come in, and already it's the Stormers TP'd back to the top lane. So RoX.KiS getting the first blood, now getting 2 more kills. It's a tough tri-lane for them. RoX.KiS just rotate their supports top, and yeah, you try to dodge the tri-lane, it ain't gonna happen. One more right-click, down Moon goes. It's a wipe of the tri-lane. 3 heroes fall. And well, now the question becomes, can PR win their other solo lanes? I would say Darkseer should do fine bottom, and Wind Ranger... I wouldn't say beats Pugna, but with the double damage rune, maybe can break even.
That's a big rune. This is exactly what the Doctor ordered for Scandal. Anything else?
He got first blooded, his bottle is delayed, and he desperately needs this.
Exactly. Any other way around, he would have had such a hard time. And now, well, he's going to be alright-ish. Now he can actually pick up his bottle very soon. 1 more CS, and well, he's got a DD. Still, solo. Get the Nina, and what the hell. Anyways, the question is of PR, do they just keep going in the top lane? Are they feeling confident about going aggro try here?
I can tell you, they're not feeling confident.
I mean, they have to do something. They can't just stay there because you're just leeching experience from the Luna. It just doesn't work, I guess.
Well, if they put the Darkseer off lane, like you mentioned, they can just kill him with that combo as well. So, I mean, even with Storm here, I guess not so much, but potentially if the Storm gets a point and pull, they could still get the kill. Yeah, I don't know. Marana's doing well in the off lane so far. I think PR, because there's no Marana here, actually can do okay despite giving up the first blood and giving up the 3 kills top. But they have to play defensively.
Yeah, maybe you just stay here so BZZ can't get the levels. I'm
still they also don't have a ward for either team, so PR kind of playing in the dark here and have to be worried about those supports just wrapping around from the trees or even going for a smoke gank as well.
Yeah, I agree. Just get active. Try to get pickles, especially mid. It's gonna be so easy to kill a solo. I mean, he can decrepify and that's it. Then he's dead. Whee. Alright, well, so far, YOLO's really looking for a pickup here. If he gets any sort of disruption, Goblak can follow up, and Goblak picked up early boots. And that's a very smart pickup here. As soon as you see the boots up on the Leshrac, YOLO can just do whatever. And he's got Tranquils as well. The first blood money really coming into play here. Yeah, look at him. He's just going.
Yesterday we saw the Max Shadow Poison build do work from J4, but well, with this tri-lane, Max Soul Catcher, pretty strong since you have a lot of follow-up nuke damage. So it's a bit of an adjustment to the build, but I think it's a solid one given the heroes.
Yeah, and once again, top lane, man. I'm just waiting for some sort of initiation here. At any given time, someone could die.
Well, you know what's going to set up? It's that 75% slow on the Lesh Lightning.
Yeah, that's good,
so
man.
Legit.
Yeah, just helps. Well, and you can even cast it on a creep and then just follow up with a stun, and there is nothing you can do as, like, Moon. Because you're gonna get like chain lightning down. It's so nice now. It's so good. And here we go. Okay, let's see. Perfect stun? No, not yet. Oh, that's a very nice lift actually. Still, the stun is not hitting. Oh, now it is. J4 taking the brunt of the damage. He goes down, and there is no counter kill yet. BZZ is still alive. That's such a disaster once again. Power Rangers 2-5 now, and oh man, that was so close. Picking up the storm switch would have been so big. And now, well, they can't get it.
Rubik Silencer is just not a strong offensive tri-lane support duo. They don't have that much damage. They have very little lockdown. Like, last word's a nice silence, but you don't have a proper disable. And we see just the power of the Shadow Demon Lesh. If you're up against weaker supports, you get one with the disruption, they're dead. And in that case, the Rubik actually ran back in. J4, I think, could have just walked out after the initial lift, but stuck around, tanked the Leshrac stun to the face, and then he was easy picking. So, bit of a misplay from PR, but honestly, it's just a bad matchup for them as well.
Yeah, it's so hard to play it perfectly. I mean, there's so much which can punish you. Disruption if you go, and then you have your counter initiate ready to go. As well as a very easy setup with the disruption. It all comes down how well Yol can actually play the Shadow Demon. Yeah, and I mean, we see this. He's doing this so well. And now they just leave Moon alone. And I mean, what is going to be happening there? They need to find a pickoff in the mid lane, but Solo, well, finding a regeneration in bottom lane, and he's going to be heading back here. And no one is dying so far, it looks like. Yeah, there's no sort of rotations coming in, and back to top lane. Oh, all right. Well,
I don't know what they do. I mean, the other thing is they could just abandon the off lane and just give away free farm to RoX.KiS. The thing is, if you do that, they're just going to roam on your mid. As soon as they realize there's no one on the off lane, they'll just leave the Storm there to free farm. He'll get a fast Orchid, and they'll start ganking your mid. But they have caught the Shadow Demon top, and they get the kill to start this. Not too bad. The disruption will follow up, or the split earth, and now RoX.KiS forced to back off. They did get the counter kill on the Luna, so once again a support for a carry. Oh, the double kill from... I forgot about that lightning cooldown, man. That is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, it's so good. 4 seconds, man. You can just spam that buddy out there.
Yeah, that was I was like, I can move the camera away, check on mid now, and well, I caught the very tail end of the kill.
What do you think about double circlet here onto Goblik? Is this gonna be like double bracer?
On Goblik?
Yeah, like the Leshrac. Usually we see some more I wanna say cost-effective items. I mean, circle is great, don't get me wrong, but it just takes up so much space.
Yeah, probably just double bracer. I don't see what else you would go for. Null talismans are... You need the HP a lot more than you need the mana.
Maybe null
could be
and
casual
bracer.
circlets, but they're not huge value. Like, you could just get a bracer for this money, so... I'm not really sure. I think it's just, end of the day, it's like Goblik's like, I'm balling on this Lash. I'm 3-0-4. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. I mean, Leshrac scales with everything, right? Mana pool, HP pool, whatever you call it. And yeah, pretty good stuff so far coming up from RoX.KiS. 3-7 on the board, and now it's a big push in the mid lane. And look at the tower already dropping so low, and this is gonna be such an easy tower here. Nothing they can do. So much gold going to buff your RoX and map control.
That Pugna pick. Well, with the Pugna just constantly spamming the wave, and then they bring in the Lesh, tri-lane mid, advantage already to RoX, and now the first tower of the game will fall. So they've gotten a first blood, they've gotten the first tower kill, and can PR actually stop this? They do have level 6 on Luna. Moon could TPN, but I like the movement from RoX.KiS. As soon as the Storm hits level 6, they know PR can't kill Storm. They don't have global yet. The Wind Ranger can't leave mid, or she'll be losing her tower even sooner than that. So they just bring the supports mid, leave the Storm alone. They get the tower, and PR can't punish it. Like, sometimes you could maybe kill the Storm safe lane, but not with this draft.
Oh man, yo, look at this guy just casually walking down on the tower.
More like YOLO.
Well,
Yeah, you like that? There you go.
Oh man.
Well, they get the counter kill, but is it even worth it? It's 5 heroes coming bottom to kill a support Shadow Demon.
They get more.
Barely.
Well, oh man, Scandal. The Moonlight Shadow's helping out so much here, Sedoy, and that was timely. Scouting everyone out here in a good position. I don't know, like, Sedoy's playing his offlane so nice in the last few games I casted him. So well done. And it's more on offline even. It's kind of punishing. If you have your leap and cooldown, you suddenly can't get any experience. So yeah, he's doing a good job. 8 levels up onto him. He's pretty much the highest level in the game with solo on his Pugna. Also, level 7 Leshrac. This guy, man, Goblik is just finding so much, and now he's just solo mid. Like, what can you do, FNG? What can you really do against this sort of guy?
If they get a farmed Lesh and a farmed Pugna, and they get some points in Edict, this could be a very quick game. Towers are not going to stand long against that. And speaking of the Pugna, Mech is well on the way. This is scary for PR. They have decent counter push. That is the one nice thing about the Wind Ranger as a solo mid, and Also having support Rubik Darkseer, not too shabby, but you can spam down the wave, you can try, but Pugna will keep on blasting anyway. Here we go, bottom.
Oh, no. Oh, is he gonna be dead? No? There's no follow-up. Nothing. But Sedoy...
Where's
oh,
the arrow from?
completely
Was it cooling down?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
I was
is
a little
under
surprised not
attack.
to see an arrow there. I didn't see if it was cooling down, but... Well, they'll see
Yeah,
the
and it's
tower.
not easy now.
Radiant's bottom
Pugna's
tower
so
is
good at
falling.
securing those last hits. Now, yeah, you're all cornered. That's gonna be a good stun. Up onto Moon. Hell yeah, this guy is just delivering so much. Scandal. Pops his wind on his Invis. Invis rune is gonna be all there is to it. And it's gonna get out, but you're losing Moon once again. And this guy, 1-3-1, and he can't really find too much. He's got a stretch, that's nice, and a wand, but we're 10 minutes in. You expect a little bit more, maybe. Although he's got actually kind of okay CS, considering this was an aggro try.
Yeah, it's okay, but RoX.KiS on top in towers. They got the first blood. They're up 5 kills, and they're up in farm. They've got the 3 lead farmers, so... Like you said, okay-ish. But I don't know if okay-ish is going to cut it this game.
No, and look at mid lane FNG once again. There's a disruption, but where's the damage coming from? You know what? It's going to be the purge. Yeah, you got the damage, because Yo's already level 6.
And he gets set for
Ouch.
good measure.
Yeah, just so solo can be a bit more farmed. This guy, man. Yeah, there's your mech coming out. You mentioned this. And that's going to be big. You suddenly can just 5-man.
This is pretty much RoX's signature style. We are seeing very different heroes from what they were running at Starladder, but it's like slightly cheesy, very early to mid-game aggression, and PR trying to go aggressive trying with Rubik Silencer have just been punished heavily for that, so you go back to the draft, and also just to Scandal's first blood. That was a very avoidable death. And even if he doesn't give it up, maybe they struggle, but that just made life so much easier for RoX.KiS.
Yeah, the big thing was, so it went nice for PR when they actually scouted out the aggro try, and right afterwards, it just went all to waste. So maybe they can just make big plays with a global silence. It is such a great ultimate. It is often overlooked, and how strong it actually is. But if you have the mech already, I mean, where's your damage coming from? Wind Ranger Power Shot, Lunar Eclipse, level 1? I'm not sure, LD. This is not that much, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like you global, but you're globaling into what? Like for RoX.KiS, if they had global, they global into Storm Zip, in a Marana arrow, into big burst damage. But if PR global, it's like they global into maybe Luna gets off an Eclipse in a fight or lives long enough to be saved by a Rubik spell steal. Like I don't know what the globals. It's good counter initiate. Maybe they can punish Storm if he overextends, but I don't think they can really use it to make too many plays, just because of their draft, really. So,
I mean, you can just
know.
stop any sort of follow-up initiation right after the disruption, but that's a costly global just for an arrow disruption combination being broken.
Yeah. Well, Disruption's got what? At this level 1, it's a 25-second cooldown. Your global silence, you're looking at 130. So, like you said, very
Maybe not the
expensive
best.
counter initiation. Expensive
It
is
was
a good
hard,
word.
man. Yeah. Well, good thing is Scandal's finding a little bit of farm, and of course a bit of damage on this tier 1 in the top lane. But at the same time, well, there's a Roche going on, and Roshan, if you give it up to BZZ, I mean, we all know how well a Stormspear can actually work with an Aegis. This is like one of the best items to pick up on this guy. And he also is going for this Snowball Bloodstone here.
Yeah, he's gone Bloodstone build. The one unusual thing is no energy boost early, no value arcane boots. But hey, I guess he rushes the Perseverance. You get the Serene of Health regen in lane, which is nice when you're being harassed. But really,
Whoa.
Cheshire Cat's gone Midas. Like, has he been watching this game? They're down 8k gold. RoX just took Roche. They're running Pugnal Shrag. They're not just gonna sit and let you farm, man. Well, I guess PR thinking the only way they get back in this game is with a super
Scandal.
stacked Darkseer Luna combo.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Scandal is going to be so dead. Like,
I not to say that they could turn the game around with something else, but that's a mech right there, pretty much, this Midas pick. In fact,
yeah, and then you're looking
he
at...
would have it.
Top tower
Yeah, exactly. And then you're looking at the lineup of RoX.KiS. You have Pugna Blast, you have the Storm Zipping, and you have a Lash Track just being a big nuisance with this Lightning Storm, 4-second cooldown, 260 magical damage, and slow spam. You know, I think a mech would have been kind of good. At the same time, though, you can't win in the next 10 minutes, and not in the next 15, and not... I mean, even the next
Well,
30 minutes is going to be hard.
it's more like you can very easily lose in the next 10 minutes. Like if they're running Pugna Ledge,
Oh, yeah, sure.
they already have their mech. They're not going to stop easily, man. You got to drive them back. I don't know.
Maybe high ground defense on top of a wonderful global silence.
They
Maybe.
must just feel like a Darkseer mech wouldn't change anything right now. That's the only thought process that could make sense. Is he could have mech and we'd still be under pressure. So We just have to YOLO it, hope that RoX.KiS screws up, we punish them with the global, and then we get our farm on. But there's already basically a Bloodstone on Godblack. He's almost got a Bloodstone. Storm's going to have a Bloodstone soon.
Whoa.
Pugna's got 2k gold. It's going to be double Bloodstone, Pugna Lash. This is the ultimate in obnoxious push combo.
It's especially the, like, we stay in the front lines, we pop our Edict or whatever we want to have, and then we just chip away at the towers, fall back, have Bloodstone regeneration kicking in, and you can't ever engage us. Not with the global, not with anything. You don't have a Sand King Burst Strike, you don't have any sort of lockdown, you only have a Darkseer who doesn't even have a blink and who doesn't have a mech.
Well,
I mean, he's got a Midas.
Well, he stole level 2 Edict. That's
Right.
okay. The only thing
doesn't
that,
have
yeah, he'll
rain.
get his points, he'll get his level 2 wall and vacuum a little bit quicker, but these fights will be over very quickly, let me tell you, with PR not having a mech.
And
He's close to it, I guess.
yeah, but the wall is not that big
Look,
here.
he sold
There's no
everything
natural
just to
aura
buy the
carry.
mech. Okay. All right.
Alright.
I stand corrected. No Soul Ring, but he will have mech for this fight, so maybe he's just gone next level on us. Gets the mech and gets the Midas. Is walking
This
around
guy.
with no mana regen, though, which is going to be a bit of an issue.
But it's a one-hit wonder anyways.
Arrow's going to come in, and well, it'll split the wickets there. It's just it's still hard for PR to go in. Like, again, they global, and then what happens? Scandal looks for a power shot. Maybe if he hits a power shot or a shackle shot, then they go in. I don't know. Tower's dying in the
Wall.
meantime.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god.
There's
Yeah,
your global.
That's a global silence.
But there's an Aegis
All
on the
this-
Storm. That's not the best hero to focus. Well, they get rid of the Aegis. That's not too shabby. But they don't really get to
global?
punish it too much either. And now global's on cooldown.
That was a wonderful shackle. Like, there was AAA S-class shackle. Dude, but
Triple.
still.
What? That was a hero to a tree, man. Come on.
Ah,
Triple A
make this.
S class? That's
okay,
You're
okay,
hitting
okay.
out the medals
Okay.
real easily here,
Okay.
Tim.
Yeah, dude.
Make the man
not so
work for
used
it.
to
It was a
this-
good
this
shackle. It was a
S-class
good
stuff. It was a nice one. All right.
Triple A S class. Jesus.
Okay. Just having a good time, you know.
Uh-huh.
No, seriously.
Seeing if
there's
I'm,
a
you're
Bloodstone
just
now.
you're just making sure that I'm paying attention here.
Totally LD, you know.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not having enough fun for K-pop's liking here.
Really?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
How can you not have fun in this game?
I don't
Looking
know.
at
I thought I was
Bloodstone.
having fun, but apparently I'm not having enough fun. I've been slapped on the wrist here by K-pop Tosis. He's
I
a
wanna
harsh
commend K-pop.
taskmaster.
I want to commend Brian right now. All right. Well, here we go. Bottom lane. This is gonna get pushed in.
Top tower is
I can't
under
wait for
attack.
chat to keep up. It's gonna be amazing.
They have man, they're farm. They've got a freaking Blink Dagger on their 5 and 3 CS Shadow Demon.
Dire's
But he's
middle
5, 3, and
Whoa.
4 in
is
terms of
under
kills,
attack.
so this is going to make the initiation a bit easier. They know Global's on cooldown. Sure, they don't have Aegis, but I'll trade an Aegis for Global any day if it means a tier 2, and there won't be a trade here for PR. They'll try and bring down the top tower, but
Radiant's bottom tower
if
is
RoX
falling.
want, RoX can just go high ground. Say, have our tier 1. We'll take your X.
Tishakit is kind of out of mana. Now he can actually TP, but this is costing them. This is costing them so much.
Dire's
Storm's
top
in position. He canceled the TP. The Wind Ranger's got to walk back. Oh, there's no
Uh-oh.
glyph. This is very costly. Nicely played by BZZ. Just that movement forward, scaring off the Wind Ranger TP. And now the tower's down. The ward's still here, and the siege continues. I am very scared for PR right now.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
there's pretty much nothing you can do. Not against this ward. It's
Darkseer
gonna be
also,
an
he also
cooldown
leveled
very
up
soon.
his wall. He has no mana
no?
for his combo. He can't get the whole thing off. He can get the Vac wall off. That's it. He'll surge in the Rubik to start this fight. They do have the global off cooldown. The shackle shot comes in. That one might be triple S class. I think it actually connected there on the storm. He was stunned for ages, but gets vacuumed back in the wall. He will fall. Still solo Sidoi. Diving deep, looking for these kills. Solo marches into the middle of the entire enemy team, then starts dropping the life trade. One Scandal gives him the suck. Can't finish him off, but they've taken 2 lanes of racks here, or 2 racks rather, 1 lane of racks, and they'll retreat. The storm did just get destroyed. Did the shackle actually hit? Because I didn't get like the visual animation, but he was stunned for a really
Yeah.
long time.
I have no idea what this was. And since they didn't have any sort of stuns, this had to be the shackle. Yeah, I didn't have any sort of animation either. Perfect world server style, but you know, it's gonna be alright.
Unless the Rubik stole arrow, but I honestly did not catch
He had
it if he did.
all lightning for the most of the fight, I think.
Okay. Well, if we're wrong, the chat will let us know. That's for sure. But
Oh yeah.
In
yeah,
the
chat is very
meantime-
helpful.
in the meantime, catch up Midas not paying off here for Power Rangers. They lose a lane of Rex. To be fair, I don't know if it would be different had he not gone for the Midas, but Yeah, I mean, the real issue for Power Rangers is not that item selection as much as I'm flaming him for it, but it's much more just the fact that they tried to go aggressive tri-lane with Rubik
Radiant's
Silencer against
are fortified.
this Leshrac Shadow Demon and got crushed in the tri-lane.
Yeah.
And they gave up first blood on Scandal because he skilled Wind Run right away, and now they're paying for it. Or he didn't skill Wind Run right away. English is hard, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm the native
I
English
can-
speaker here.
Yeah, I can sing a song of this one. Yeah. You can't believe like how hard English is.
Well, it is a
Alright,
Germanic language, right? So it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it's alright. But here we go. Okay, so can they bring down the door? No, once again, perfect defensive disruption. Now here comes Cheshire Cat, getting lifted in, but where's the damage coming from now? Here it comes from, actually, just Goblake destroying everyone. Cheshire Cat, first one to fall. And Rubik is on like 1 HP. Well, where's that Zeus ultimate?
No, this Zeus Ward, or this Zeus, this Fuck No Ward, too strong. Just zapping everyone, driving them back to the fountain. Eclipse was already used. Global's gonna cool down, and well, they won't be able to fight. Already using the Eclipse in the previous fight. Global will be up, but there's just nothing to combo with it. This will be 2 lanes of
Okay.
Rax and PR. They won't even fight it out. They'll GG out now. We're going to game 2. PR on the brink of elimination after this one.
20k gold lead, 20 minutes in. You know, that's kind of hard. Kinda.
What a rough-ass game, man. What a rough game.
I don't know, like, RoX.KiS, they just had a perfect rotation and a good lanes. And it all comes down to this, I feel like in this meta, if you win your lanes, it is like way better than it was like 2 or 3 months ago. You just have to win your lanes, otherwise you get so screwed. And it all happened and all came down to the first battle in the mid lane. So,
Yeah, Scandal had an observer ward at bottom. He saw the supports went aggressive tri-lane. He saw that they were near the rune, and he still just didn't skill Wind Run, was posting up in the lane, and, well, I slightly blame Scandal for that, but then you also just look at their draft, and it's like, what do they actually do if they have to fight try on try? They lose. That's what they do. Their tri-lane
Yeah,
was
you
just
just got
not strong
crushed.
enough.
Dude, Leshrac is so legit now.
He is. Well, especially when you're up against that weak of a tri-lane. Like, the Rubik,
And when you get
the
farmed.
Rubik Luna can be good if they have, say, like a Leshrac to combo with them, but they had a Silencer to combo with them, and that doesn't cut it. Wow.
Yeah, Sansa, you know, not the best on the lane early on. He's got excellent damage, but that's all.
Yeah, with that, he's a good zoning support and like a solo off lane, but not so good in try on try.
Mhm.
Well, with that being said, guys, that does wrap up game 1 of this best of 3. Power Rangers with 1 more loss would be eliminated from the Summit Europe. With a win here, they'll have a shot to stay alive and force to game 3. RoX.KiS on the brink of getting to the loser bracket finals. Only 1 team from Europe will advance. Dog and Fnatic also still in it. They'll be playing your winner bracket finals sometime during, hopefully, the early stages of TI4 qualifiers. With that being said, not during the qualifiers, but during the same day. So, with that being said, guys, we'll take a quick break. We will come back for game number 2. I'm LD. He's Pimp Muckle, and stay tuned.